concept evaluation. Right? Okay, in design process, I believe you guys have already done PDS. Actually, before PDS, we have recognition of the problem definition. Then you make a mind map and you see lot of boundaries, then you search for information. Then you gather all the information, you extract the information, you make a complete PDS. Then PDS is already done, you write the PDS, you know what it's all about, what is the requirement, what is the target, and so on. And then you make concept generation. Okay, then you make concept generation, where you generate ideas. Concept generation, where you generate ideas. You generate a lot of ideas. Okay, as I mentioned to you, you already done this last week. I give you about time, about 2 weeks for you to do that, right? The most basic thing concept generation is brainstorming, but I ask you to do more systematic way, which is function decomposition. Okay, when you do function decomposition, you have done it, that's all you have done. Function decomposition, then you make a morphological chart. You make a morphological chart, then you generate ideas. Okay, you generate each one of you generate 3 ideas. Then you conduct brainstorming. Then you conduct brainstorming. Where brainstorming session, you pass your ideas, you pass around, then your team member modify it, make a positive comment, add value, make it better. Brainstorming session, then you make each one of you 3 modified ideas. I hope you have done this. Okay? I already give you 2 weeks already. You do it on your own, right? You already done this. Okay? Now, at this moment, each one of you have 3 ideas modified after brainstorming. Clear or not? Clear or not? Yes? So you have your ideas 3. You know, in F4 only, right? Modified ideas after being comment after brainstorming. Understand? The first 3 initial ideas were from the morphological chart. Then you make a sketch. Then you conduct brainstorming, you already done. Then pass around, you receive back your 3 original ideas being value added. Make it better by team members. Understand? Then you make a new sketch. You don't end it there. You make a new sketch and modify. By now you have a modified ideas, 3 sketches. Done or not? Done. Okay, good. Now, how many ideas you have for one team? 18. Either 15 or 18, right? So if you have 5, 15 ideas. So now, concept evaluation. Okay? How do we evaluate? So we have 15 ideas, or maybe we have 18 ideas. Alright? So how do we select the champion? The idea is how do we decide. I already gave you notes last night, right? Actually, it's simple, you just read it. Please read the notes. Understand that you'll better understand. Read the notes. Alright? Now it's about concept. Now the next stage is about concept evaluation, right? Concept evaluation. Now you have 18 or 5 of you 15 ideas. So which one will become the champion? Because when you do design, okay, maybe you have 15 ideas. You have 18 ideas. You your own, you really satisfied, really feel very like you are, what we call it, you value your own ideas is the best. Understand me, right? Not your team members. So that's not the way. Each one of you will value your ideas is the best compared with others. No, that's not the way. Because you are one team. We need to select the champion. Alright? So we cannot discipline based on our personal interest. No, we cannot do that. It's the one team. So we have to select which is best of the best. Understand me? Best of the best. Okay. So the way to do it, we call it control convergence method. Right? Okay. Student A have 1. Student A have 3 ideas. Student B have 3 ideas. Modified ideas. Student C have 3 ideas. Student D have 3 ideas. Student E have, let's say we have 5. Right? Have 3 ideas. So total you have 15 ideas. Alright, control convergence means we need to evaluate, right? We need to evaluate. So we need to evaluate. Control convergence means you have to select the champion. Alright, you need to evaluate all of these items. You have to select the champion. Control convergence means like this. CC control convergence. Control convergence. Control convergence method. Okay, actually developed by school Q, right? Control convergence. Control convergence method. Converge and diverge, converge, diverge. Okay, tapi dia macam smaller. Right? Additionally, you have 18, right? Or maybe 15. Best 10. Diverge balik 12, generate 12, best 7. Understand me? Diverge, best best 7, generate, converge, best 5, right? Diverge, best 6 balik, converge, best 3, understand? Best 3, then last one champion. It's kind of like control conversion. Control conversion, concept generation, CD concept. When you generate another new concept, diverge, then you add more. Then control conversion balik, control conversion, evaluate. Understand me? Clear or not? Control conversion, you evaluate. Right now we are doing control conversion. Evaluate the best 5, diverge. At the end, this one is the best 3. The best 3, right? The last one, champion. You know not? Champion. You have right. But in real industries, design process only take years, 1 year, understand me? But you already limited. Kita use 2 stages, understand? Actually, there are a lot of, can you see it's a lot of stages, right? Industry, a lot of stages. Control conversion, diverge, control conversion. So how do we evaluate? If we are using this method, the idea of control conversion, okay, the best 15, right? You evaluate first. The champion of your first evaluation, the champion from your first evaluation, for example, you have 50, you evaluate that concept, or the 15 concept, the one that get the highest score, the champion. That champion will become what? Your final concept, is it? No. Can you show how many steps you have control conversion? No. That champion will become, so what will become? What will be use of that champion? Champion only one winner, right? Only one winner. What about the rest? Non-winners? That's it. Your ideas not been rejected. You get frustrated, right? Because your personal interest, yours is the best, right? The non-winners will go to the second stage. You clear or not? First champion become your benchmark. Understand me? First champion will become the benchmark. Okay. So because at the beginning you don't have any data, you don't have any benchmark. You don't have any something to fight for. The first stage you are fighting each other. Understand me? You don't have a bench. You know what is benchmark? Data. Something to refer. Clear? So the first stage you don't have the benchmark. The first stage you evaluate, you select the data. The champion will become the benchmark. So the champion will become the benchmark. Then you make a second evaluation based on that benchmark. Okay, your new ideas, the non-winners will make a modified version, compare with the champion, then re-evaluate. So now you are against the benchmark. So now you select the second champion. Understand me? So the second champion will become another benchmark, re-evaluate. Actually, they go through that process, but yours only 2 stages. Understand me? Because in industry design, long term, cannot be like kita 14 weeks, cannot. At least 1 year process, clear. That's why they go like this. So the more, because if you don't go through this, you have 15 concepts, right? Or maybe 18 concepts. You simply select based on your argument and you just like, okay, this one, this is the champion. Sometimes the non-winners, you kind of like ignore that is a good part from her or from him, this concept have been totally rejected. So that's the idea. We have to take the optimum result, right? We cannot disable. So we have to be fair. We have to be fair. Control convergence method, right? Okay, the control convergence method. So that's the thing, you evaluate and you have best 10, then you diverge, generate concept, control convergence, and at the end you have champion, alright? You have champion. So you have champion. Tadi nama siapa ni?
Faisal.
Faisal, boleh Faisal? Alright, so then talking about evaluate. talking about how to evaluate concept. Macam mana how do we evaluate? How do we evaluate? Okay, I need respond to you. I don't need to respond. Macam mana kita nak evaluate? We need to evaluate kan? This one. You have 15 concept, right? So how you evaluate your each concept of your team member? Do you evaluate alone or as a group? Yeah, of course as a group. You cannot, you alone, of course you select yours as champion, right? As a group decision, it cannot be individual. Understand me? If individual personal interest cannot do. Correct? As a group decision, yeah? As a group decision. As a group. So how do we evaluate? Then kita nak evaluate, okay, which concept, this one is point, this one is point. Jalan. For example, singing competition, right? Singing competition. Okay, the singer perform. There is a 3 jury at the front, right? So they have a form, right? They have a form. They evaluate, right? So they need a criteria. That's the idea. Understand it? The criteria. Like singing competition, the criteria is like voice quality. You look at my note, on my note, you read my note. Like singing competition, we have voice, right? We have the performance of the singer. We have the performance, we have the appearance, we have the appearance of the singer, we have the confidence, self-confidence, right? Self-confidence when doing perform, right? We have so on and so on. Let's say like this criteria. Certain criteria, so you have to select a proper criteria. Wrong selection of criteria will affect your design. Understand me? For example, like in singing competition, like voice. Voice is important, right? When she or he do the singing, the voice must be good, right? Certain criteria is much important compared with the other criteria. For example, when you go for weight, 1 to 5 very important, 1 less important. Voice, of course, 5, right? The weighting is 5, right? But performance kind like maybe 4, right? Even she or he sing, the voice is good. Another thing about pitch, right? The voice pitch. The voice pitch also important. When the voice, sometimes singer, the voice is good, but the pitch not follow the key, right, of the song. The pitch not follow actually the key of the song. It's important. Like appearance, like 3. Confidence, maybe 3. Understand? Certain criteria have more important degree of important compared with other criteria. So that's how they evaluate. Then they have a form, right? They have a form. So this is the singer. So this is the criteria. And this is the opponent. So there is singer 1, singer 2, singer 3, maybe and so on, right? For example. So the first criteria is, so we have a weighting, right? We have a weighting. Here we have a weight, right? We have a weight. Weight of that criteria. Weight 1 to 5. Okay? So for example, the voice weight is 5, pitch also 5, appearance if you call the singer can sing, the voice is good, appearance is 3, right? For example, performance, the singer, the voice is good, the pitch is good, appearance is good, but the way the song is something lagu rancak, right? It's more like station like that. It's not lot of movement. Performance also maybe like 4, understand? And so on and so on and so on. So the jury put 1 to 5 rate score. Clear or not? 5 good, 1 no good. Okay. So this one get 3, this one 3, 4, 5. This one 4, 3, 2, 1. This one 3, 5 is good, eh? 1 to 5, 5, 5, 5, 3. So that's how they did it. So you have to multiply 5 times 3. This one the 15, right? This one 15, 12, 15, and 6, 1 to 4. This one is 4, and this one 15. That's how they do it. 5. This one 25. 5 times the weighting 15. And this one times 4, 12. Clear? Clear or not? So this one 15, 30, 42, 60. This one 20, 35, 35, 6, 41, 4, 45. 15, 25, 14, 14. 15, 35, 40, 55, 12, 55, 12, 67. So this one the 3 champion. Right? Okay. Simple thing, yeah? Simple thing. So the highest value, champion. Tapi the champion, that's it, your final concept. Cannot be like that, right? You have to go, the champion become the datum for the next evaluation. So the dumb winners make a modified version. Which point do you lose? Clear or not? That's a simple way, clear. But we are not seeking competition, right? We are design, right? Our criteria not boys for government pitching, bukan lah. So our design. So how do we select the criteria? The idea is how do we select the criteria? How do we select the criteria? Criteria and how do we select? How do you get to select the criteria? You are design project. Criteria apa? The most important criteria apa? Apa? What is the most important criteria? Come on guys, don't be quiet, come on, answer me. How do you select the criteria? No, tak ada lah, voice speaking, tak ada, this design. Criteria. Tetapi there is a shortcut. One way is to do it. You just put the, of course you will say performance of the machine, right? Okay. Performance of the machine. Like singing competition, the most important the voice, right? Tapi this is design guys, performance of the machine, right? Some of you might, something redundant, functionality is the same thing. Functionality, some of you say, sir, about the safety of the machine, yes, that's a good criteria. Right, some of you may think also about the cost. Yes, the cost is a good to evaluate the cost. Certain concept cost is too expensive, too much complicated. Some say about simplicity as a criteria. Bukan complexity, criteria is positive word, simplicity. So some of you, the performance is good, about the safety also good, functionality is good, but in terms of too many components, right? So you get lowest point on that. Simplicity, no value, they have lowest point. A lot of things. Some of you say about ergonomic. Yes, certain projects, ergonomic factor is very important to be judged. Right? Some of you say about durability. Okay, guys, you can ask ChatGPT. Clear, guys. Make sure to ChatGPT. You tell your product exactly what. Okay, ask ChatGPT. So the idea is basically the most important thing. You totally disregard this thing you have done very important earlier. Apa dia? Before you generate concept, what do you produce? Yes, PDS. Clear or not? PDS, what is the first header? Performance, right? That value, you boleh extract. That's the idea of PDS, guys. PDS not you just throw away. PDS, you read it, you understand, you generate ideas, right? Function, decomposition, morphological chart, you throw out all the ideas. You have read the PDS. You already know what is the requirement. It does not stop there, guys, PDS. So you can extract and from your PDS, okay, one way I ask you guys, make use of AI. Upload your completed PDS to AI, to ChatGPT. Guys, you listening? Can you, we are now on concept evaluation stage in engineering design. Are you listening or not? We are on concept evaluation. We already done the modified idea, tell, right? Now we need to evaluate our 15 concepts. Now I am uploading you my completed PDS. Can you extract from that PDS to make me a good criteria? Like this. Understand me? So it will give you this kind of word. It will give you this kind of word keyword as criteria to be judged. Okay, one way, the best way through experience. You generate ideas. After you done PDS, I need you to generate ideas, right? We have a systematically way to generate ideas using function, decomposition, morphological chart, right? Function, decomposition, then make a morphological chart. Then you produce idea. Actually, that idea that you produce based on the function, decomposition, clear or not? You remember function decomposition, you have a sequence, flow chart, right? That keyword from your function decomposition will be your criteria. Pump. That function decomposition on the word able to, for example, like this cat litter, right? Yang I show you in the notes is about cat food. Cat food. So that function decomposition, okay. For example, okay, in my note is about cat food. Device, you read my note, but for this one, like my previous project to student is about beach cleaning device. Understand? beach cleaning device. They develop the function decomposition of this based on blackboard. Okay, the first thing is collect waste. Okay. Collect waste, flush, descent. So this is a device on the beach, right? Their project is to build a device that can collect waste, either pulled by tractor or pulled by hand, right? Pulled by hand. They collect the waste or the plastic bag, bottles, right? On the beach, they collect, they excavate the sand. They mean that they excavate, they bring together, they collect this sand together with the waste. Then their function decomposition, then collect, then convey waste. Convey. This is what they have done here before they make a morphological chart. So convey waste plus descent. Then after that they will convey waste. Then they will separate the waste from the beach sand. Are you following me? Okay. Then their function is their function solution before they have developed morphological chart. Then after they separate the waste from the beach sand, then they will collect the waste. Not collect, contain the waste. Collect will be done earlier. Contain the waste. You mean the waste they contain it into plastic bag or a box, right? Or a bin. Contain the waste. Contain the waste. But in their device still have the beach sand, right? They remove the beach sand. Remove the beach sand from the waste. Remove the beach sand, then contain. The last one is contain the waste. How do they contain the waste? The waste is plastic bag, bottle, everything that people go on the beach, they throw the waste, right? And at the end, this one input is beach sand plus waste. Output is the waste, right? Blackboard. Remember blackboard, right? So this is their function decomposition. Then they make a morphological chart. They throw all into the cell, the possible alternative ideas. We have already done this, right? Then generate three concepts, brainstorming, make a modified concept, right? Now you need to evaluate which concept is the best. So you don't throw it away. This is the thing, right? All these things is a function need to evaluate it, right? So instead of you just put your criteria for you to evaluate, just a single word, functional. Too vague, understand me? Too general, too subjective. Functionality of performance is an important thing. Like singing competition, voice is very important, right? But the design functionality, the performance of your machine is the most important criteria. But you cannot put a single word criteria, performance. Cannot. What type in detail, what category of performance we need to evaluate, right? So the detail already you done. Clear tak? Clear tak? Simple aja kan? Easy tak? Easy or difficult? Easy kan? This is the thing. You cannot just put the word functionality then evaluate as a correct. Cannot. Functionality have to be really delicate. What type of functionality we need to evaluate? So they already done this. So this will become your functionality. Clear? Boleh? The first keyword for you to evaluate the function. So you already done the function decomposition. So guys, this all keyword again. So a word as a criteria. How do we put it? So how do we do that? How do we do that? So we make a first evaluation metric. You might not read my notes. The first is scoring metric, right? Or first evaluation metric. You make it, guys. This one also had it to be conducted. Whiteboard, boleh tak? Have you done before? Boleh. Plus, morphological chart, you already done kan? Whiteboard kan? Okay, ada snapshot tak? Ada snapshot tak? Snapshot your morphological chart, guys. Need to be evident, guys. If I cannot see your evidence of your work and you put compile in your report later, right? I need to see the evidence. Snapshot all the work. Okay, now whiteboard. So, concept evaluation, criteria. Why I mentioned now this one? It should be in the first list, right? Function decomposition. You get little different. You have function decomposition and the other group get food. Understand me? You different. Can you make a function decomposition? Ada kan? Function decomposition. That thing, extract it, make it as a vector. Okay, collect waste, how do you put it? How do you put the categories? Okay, kalau ini kita kan. Sama ada ini put sampai saya. Saudara. How do you put this? First one. You faham tak project ni? You faham tak this project? Beach cleaning device. Faham kan? The first thing is collect waste plus descent, excavate. Either you pull by hand, in the concept pull by tractor, you excavate, right? Collect the descent plus the waste, put into your system, right? Then they will convey that descent plus waste, right? Then they will separate the waste from the descent, like filtering, a lot of altogether, a lot of factors, filtering or something like, right? Then they remove the descent, then contain the waste. Okay, that's how it works. So you assign the figure, so you punya criteria word apa? Collect waste. Collect waste not word as a criteria then. Collect waste. So all the concept you already, 15 concept need to be just collect waste. So we have to make proper. One way is able. Okay, you need to judge kan? You need to judge. Is this concept the first student, first team member concept you need to judge? The concept, does it able to collect waste? You understand me or not? Able. Able to collect waste plus descent. Second, able to convey waste plus descent. Third one will be able to separate waste plus descent. Then able to pump, able to remove the descent. The last one able to because the word, the concept that you present, each one of you present your concept, all the group evaluate, give a point. Understand me? With that. Boleh? Pasal tak dengar sangat ni boleh ke? Okay. Okay, good. Able to remove descent. The last one able to contain the waste. Faham? So we need to make like this, right? So we make a chart like this. So this one is the control over. First is scoring metric. Scoring. This is about scoring. Okay, scoring. You don't have a data later on. After the champion, probably will become the benchmark later. But this one is you beat each other, compete each other. Okay, what about the rest of the? What about the rest? You can ask ChatGPT. Understand? Remember, there's a keyword that I left just now, right? About apa tadi? What the rest of the keyword just now? Yang important for you to evaluate your concept. Apa dia tadi? Performance functionality already done. Understand me? Performance machine functionality is it. No more than that. Okay? If you make too many criteria, it takes very long time. Understand me? Too difficult for you to judge. Not too narrow and not too long. Understand me? Not too short and not too long. What about the rest of it? Apa tadi? Hah? Saya ni belum pendengaran. Oh yeah, safety lagi. Safety apa? Kita cannot really have another kind of fight, like not too much. Safety lagi apa tadi? Cost ya? Yeah, cost important. Another one apa saja? We have safety. We have cost lagi. Simplicity, yes. Important. Simplicity lagi. Economic. Yeah, durability plus grade. Durability. The strength of your machine, the rigidity of your machine. Some of you said, sir, the rigidity. Some of you said, sir, durability. Actually, it's a one word. It's a same meaning. We cannot make it work. Okay. So durability or rigidity. Rigidity is the standard. Durability, rigidity can fall into. Actually, it's different, but can fall into one word. Clear? So we take one and the most important compare rigidity, durability, quality. Durability, right? Alright, durability. You can add more. Alright? So I put it in. Okay. Then I need a keyword that I missed. That's where I need to be quick. Ask ChatGPT. Boleh guys? Nah, you understand what I'm talking about? First one, extract from or after the composition, right? Betul tak guys? Does it make sense? Argue with me. You can argue with me. Does it make sense? Instead you just check first one, performance. What performance you need to judge? Very general kan, subjective, right? Because the concept you generate to form the morphological chart come from the function. You already agree, right? The function, the composition, agree or not? So that subfunction, this will be your criteria. Makes sense because the concept you generated from that subfunction. Then use that subfunction, extract it to become a criteria to be just clear. So here is idea. So each one of you present your ideas. Understand me? Kalau ada 15 lah ke panjang kita ni. Very long process guys, boleh guys? So I will see you next week. Guys, when I give you every time, bukan you sit down in this relax like that. I have to do works, understand me? Faham? I will see you next week, boleh? I need to see the result. The result is the check final. Tak apalah, online. No problem. Kita riskan WhatsApp. Kita tak boleh tangguh guys, boleh? Short time. Clear or not? Your function decomposition only 3 step only ke? Belakang. 3 step aja. Function decomposition. Banyak kan? Banyak kan? Little bit about 5-6 step kan? After 5 years lah. Kalau 6 years. Clear? Ini penting. This one performance differential. The rest of it, yes, important also. Go on with it. Then we have apa tadi? Durability. What do we miss? Kan? Ada tak? Okay, suggest me any important keyword do we miss as a criteria for this design project? What's up? Apa dia? What else? What else important criteria that we miss? Actually, ask ChatGPT guys point out. Extract. Remember something. That's why I say PDS tu bukan you throw away guys. PDS product design spec, kan that is a special keyword about maintenance. You have maintenance header about maintenance. Okay, maintenance come from simplicity, right? Kan? You can put about maintenance, ever. That's another maybe you want keyword ever about maintenance, because certain concept in terms of function very good, certain idea from your team member, but in terms of maintenance, because when something wrong, it's hard to assess to repair part because the idea of his concept kind of like little bit complicated. When something wrong, need to be something break down, something get stuck inside, cannot get access to remove part. Understand me? Clear or not? Macam that is a keyword that we mix. What is that criteria? Is it fall into simplicity? No, right? Simplicity about complexity, right? The more complex, low points. Lower part, good point. Understand me? Lower number of components, good point. Understand? That is kind of like about, remember PDS extract. That's what I cakap you. Do not forget this. Upload your PDS to ChatGPT, extract it as it, make me a list of a good criteria for me and group to judge for concept exploration. Boleh tak? Boleh? Kelas? Sorry saya semput datu tadi. Boleh? Boleh? Okay, maybe something more than this. Okay, let's say we think it like this. I think about maintenance, something that maintenance, clear or not? Never mind. Maybe we can go, maybe it's not right here. Pun mana simplicity, saya tak tahu kan? Simplicity. Alright, simplicity. Okay, now about, apa tadi? The first column apa? Nak tengok kau follow kita dah. Apa the next column? Yeah, good. You follow. Sekarang dia respond. Wait kan? Wait. Boleh tak? Wait 1 to 5. 5 very important area, 1 less important. Clear or not? Okay, what about ni? Berapa ni? Semua dia buat. Nanti logically ni orang. If you look in my notes, ada 4 tinggal juga ni lah. Mungkin certain subfunction ni little bit less important, maybe 4. Okay, I make it simpler because everything is important. 5, 5, 5, 5. Are you following me or not? Very easy to understand. It's not difficult. 5, 5, 5, 5. Everything 5 lah to me lah, make it simple. Okay, maybe you can argue with it. Maybe certain is 4. Depends on your project. Understand me? Macam you container is important. Maybe 4 to you have different things and contain the cat litter, then need to distribute, need to what we call it separate. certain part inside the sequence of your subfunction then. Other 4, other 5 are depend. Your argument, correct? Your decision. Okay, safety. Bottom kan 5. Cost, I put it 3. Ergonomic, depend on certain project. Certain project in terms of ergonomic less. Durability, I put it 4. Simplicity, I put it 4. Okay? So this is the thing you need to make it. Then what you need to do, guys, whiteboard tak boleh on paper guys, tak boleh play whiteboard. Kalau studio classroom ni semua whiteboard ni kelas, kita nanti in the future nanti kita ada plan. Okay class, how we evaluate? We go like this, evaluate, row per row, or we go by Nadia, present, evaluate. How do you do that? You mean Nadia 1, Nadia 2, Nadia present, everything present together, then just you're able to collect waste like that. Which one better? Or Nadia present first is Nadia 1, then evaluate. Guys, which one is better, more efficient? You mean all of you present, lump sum, Nadia 1, Nadia 2, Nadia 3, Nadia 4, Nadia 5. Hazi 1. Lump sum 2, 3 and sampai Fazal sampai Ryan just able to collect waste. We doing like that. What do you think? Which one's better? Column. Nadia said column. Agree? Class. Nadia said, are you with me? Why column? Much better kan? Class. The more efficient way by column. Okay, column first. Nadia 1. Okay, ni simulate Nadia 1 to 5. 5 good, 1 no good. Okay. Class, are you listening? Class?
Yes.
Waiting. 3 dari. Tolong sambang untuk saya hotel. Kita nak saya champion, boleh? Tolong kasih untuk saya. Kerja dua lah. Siapa Nadia? Tolong Nadia. Tolong. Yalah, takkan saya pernah saya dah dulu. Tak, saya dah tak tahu support. Semua tolonglah, tolong sikit. Tolong. Pasal dia pegang pun, tu saya bagi. Faizal, berapa Faizal listen, berapa pegang apa? 1. Class, are you listening? Faizal, because he is holding the phone, I give him champion, alright? 188, can you see that? Boleh. Nadia 1 get frustrated, Aziz get frustrated, Julia get frustrated, Hakim get frustrated. Hakim, sorry lah. Sorry, Hakim proud of himself, right? Okay, sorry, not okay, proud of himself, right? Tak boleh lah, not fair, betul lah kan? Maybe certain point from your concept is good kan, tapi the total score ni, clear tak? Ini control convergence, control champion, because at this first stage you are fighting each other. You don't have any benchmark, betul kan? You don't have any data, right? So this one, Hakim, Faizal 1 champion. Select Faizal 1, his concept, something to fight against. Clear or not? Clear tak? So that's the beauty of it. Clear? This one, control convergence. Actually a lot of stages, but you only 2 stages again, if we don't have time. Faizal 188, right? Okay, snapshot dulu. After you have done this, okay, Faizal, kita kena snapshot. Okay, the non-winners, the one is not winning except Faizal 1. Understand me? The non-winners, what you got to do. That's it. Okay, Faizal want certain group, another section. That's it. Final concept. Faizal want directly final concept. Not fair. Understand it? Cannot be. We need two stages, control over it. Okay, Faizal 1 will become the champion. Faizal 1 will become the champion, so he will be better. The non-winners will modify. Modify. Non-winners, Faizal tak payah. Clear tak? Modify. Modify. Kita not just simply modify. You have evidence for what you to modify. Understand me? Clear or not? The one for you who lose this competition, at what criteria do you lose? Clear or not? At what point that you lose? Look at yourself. What criteria that you lose? Modify it. Clear or not? So now, Faizal 1 will become better. Faizal 1 will become boleh? Then Nadia okay, so student, a lot of students ask me, sir, we got 3 concepts kan? Do we need to make 3 modified concepts? Actually in the real industry, yes. I'm talking in the real industries, not here. Yeah, I need you have to get this knowledge, understand me? In real practice, guys, who knows you graduate, you become design consultant, who knows you have your own company, do this, understand me? You as a team. Clear or not? Much better. Right? You have your own company. Real industries. Modify 1-3%. But only 1%. We don't have time guys for this guy. Understand me? Ample time. Nadia, modify. Boleh? Nadia, boleh tak? Nadia, modify. Nadia, version 2. Z version 2. Faham tak saya? Modify version. Julia version 2. Hakim version 2. Okay, the point is Faizal have version 2 now. Faizal himself. Can? He is allowed. But actually the champion relax first. Pasal itu reward for him. Understand me? Okay, can. Faizal, okay. Now Ryan version 2. Mata kelas, boleh eh? Just how it is. Tapi sebenarnya ada dulu my group, the 3 version tu modify tau sebenarnya. Clear tak? The 3 version tu modify, tapi longer, much better lah. I wish you could do that, but you don't have time just like this. Boleh tak kelas? Are you with me at the back? Do you understand me? The non-winners make only 1 version modified. Boleh? Maybe if you have 3 ideas initially, right? You combine it. You combine your 3 initial ideas that you lose, make to fight against the champion from the first metric. Okay, so I make it shorter. Because I said, guys, I cakap in the industries, the non-linear version modified it. That first is 15 concepts, then converge. Later, evaluate, diverge a little bit more. The second champion, later again, understand me? Evaluate, modified version, the second modification against the second term, converge. Understand me? Diverge, converge, that is much better. In the industry like that. Understand? But you, go stage here, play. Go stage, you don't have time, play. Go stage. So, is that now, for the second evaluation, so what you need is no longer score. Clear that? Class, are you listening? Class, are you listening or not? Okay, there is one big question mark I ask to you. I need to share with you. If your product is already established in the market, guys, is your product already established in the market? Yes. Some of you, yes. Some of you, I don't think so. Understand me? If your product is really already established in the market, For example, like a handphone, the criteria actually is not like this. Clear or not? The criteria, like for example, you make a new handphone, Malaysian made, your own company design. The criteria is because the product is already matured in the market, matured in industry. The criteria is based on customer requirement. Understand me? Not like this, but yours, most of the we are engineering design project. Most engineering design project is design consultant. Who knows? Later you got project from fertilizer company, from agriculture industry to excavate the fertilizer, like that. From this bucket, you go through this. Your product is not mature. You go in like this. Understand me? The product handphone criteria, for example, the camera, the CT, the operating system, right? The performance operating system. Clear or not? You understand me or not? It's more on market value. Your team here, people from marketing also will be in your team. Understand me? They know more about customer requirement. That criteria should be here. Most of them criteria. Clear or not? But in our case, we are engine design, so we are doing design not yet built. So this is our criteria. You clear or not? You understand me or not? Right. Okay. Now about second stage. Okay. Second stage means Faisal 1 will become the letter. Do we need scoring 1 to 5? Will you have a benchmark to fight for? Where you have a data. Now your modified version. The non-winner you make a modified. Which point do you lose initially before this? Understand? At what criteria do you lose? You make a modified version. Do you understand me? Dulu ada guru tak faham, terus second stage. Pointless lah. Understand me? The old concept just again, no, they totally misunderstood. Understand me? No. The non-winners make a modified. At what point you lose based on your first competition? Understand me? At which criteria you lose? Modify it, make one single piece of four, combine all your three ideas to make a modified. Look at what the strength of the Faisal one, at what criteria that he wins, right? So each one of you who is not winning at the first stage, modify it. But now we are not giving, because once we have a data, they are taking, kalau your product in the market, your data is Apple iPhone, betul tak kan? Are you listening? Apple iPhone, you straight away using new metric. Understand me? You don't have a scoring. Plus, negative, or same as. Understand? Against the data. Your data is the product already in the market you want to fight. For example, you have a benchmark iPhone. iPhone, what is the strong features? You have the criteria. So the one your concept fights against iPhone. Understand me? Does this feature better than about camera makeup system, about the kelajuan the operating system, is it better than iOS? Understand me? So plus, negative, and zero. So now the second metric, either fight against the data, zero same as, negative worse than. Okay? Better than 1 point, same as 0 point. This one is not 1 to 5 again. No longer 1 to 5. Clear or not, class? 1, 0 or negative 1. Worse than, negative, worse than, negative 1. So I simulate this thing. Tadi Faisal 1 champion, Faisal 1 will become better. So you make this one, you simulate, you buat the second metric like this. Okay? The second metric like this. This one is better. Nadia version 2 positive. Okay, class, you might be asking me, sir, this does not make sense because all of us who give chance to do modification, of course better than the second version. Betul tak? Logically, betul tak? You are allowed to do modified, right? Of course the second version will be better than champion. Most of the case not so. Understand me? This is a group decision. Even some of you, one of you who make a modified version compared with Faisal one, the data still lose. Understand me? This is not personal judgment. Group discussion to put the score. Clear or not, class? Most of the case, modified version, sometimes certain criteria used to the data. Clear or not? You understand me? Clear? So, macam like, for example, Nadia version still negative. Guys, who put the score ni? Yang tadi you put 1, 2, 3 kan, you calculate kan? That one. Who put the score? Is it individual or group decision? Group, not individual, class. Kalau individual you put high score to your concept, betul lah kan? Class. Clear or not? This is a group decision. Here also group decision. Okay, Nadia present the version 2. This is the simulation. Maksud saya same ni, same as. Faham tak? Class same tu 0, same as. Okay? Same as. Sometimes like this. Ini ada positif, kemudian ini ada negatif. Sometimes modification also cannot fight, cannot win against Faisal 1. Okay? Same means kosong. Jangan confuse. Same means same as. Kosong point. Okay? Who's the champion now? Julia. Tapi be careful, ada satu lagi yang better than Delta. Nampak tak? Yang the rest, -1. Aziz still kalah. Aziz still -1. Still lose to the Delta right. Faizal 1. Hakim also lose, -8. Ryan, -16. Julia menang 17. You see Julia? 7 times got 17 score compared to the Delta. Understand me? Total score. Plus Nadia. So second stage, you control comedian right. Actually kan industry clear lah. 15 modification. Clear lah. Clear lah. You understand me? In real kan. What yours into real. So what is your group decision then? Kalau better you make a converge balik, understand me? Make a diverge balik, new data, understand me? 15 tadi modified concept, that is much better, understand me? You don't have time, like this is good enough lah. Fair enough. Clear? So what is your group decision then? Do we need to throw away Faizal 1? No. We don't throw away Faizal 1, understand me? So your decision to select the final concept, the champion, that will be the final concept you develop to make a prototype very well. Clear or not? So what is your group judgment? Come on guys, I need your input. What will be your group decision? Most of the case you get it like this, understand me? Maybe 2 concepts better than better. Clear or not? So what is your group decision? Who will be the final concept? So what will be the final concept? I'm not talking who will be the champion. Of course champion. If you run certain group, most of group they don't think so. Julia, final concept. You can do it like that. But we need to be hybrid. Understand guys? Faizal 1 already champion at the first stage, right? That is a true strengthening. That is a good thing about his concept because it become the benchmark, right? Most of the case, you make it hybrid. Understand me? Combine it, merge ideas. So now your group decision better to take Nadia version 2, take Julia is the champion from the second round, right? Combine what is the strong thing about Julia, Nadia, what is strong thing, take Faizal 1, what is the strong thing about Faizal, merge it as your final concept. Clear or not? Combine ideas. Read my notes. Read my notes at the back. I already shared the notes, I already explained in detail. Understand me? Simple note. Read my notes, shared it last night. Fanta class. Merge ideas. That will be your final concept. Right? It will be your final concept. That final concept, then you make sure you will understand me. Maybe you have engineering analysis to be okay. That final concept, before next week, holiday, right? You want to do it straight away. We discuss online. Boleh class. I need to see this. Okay? Right? That will be. So that will be your final concept. You will develop, make embodiment design, that will explain to you, then you work it out, make a part modeling. So you want to make some engineering analysis, do part modeling, enhance it more, then you make like in your previous project in the engineering right, so you work that moving concept. done that drawing boleh you ask the technician, can you build like this for me? No problem. You know, then they build the part by part by part. Over even part modeling from SolidWorks, go for 3D printing. Okay, certain part cannot be 3D printed. They need a drawing for it.